Hello, and welcome to Billy Ho's Sports. Well, the 2024 Kentucky Derby trailers are currently wrapping up their two-year-old seasons. Today, we're going to preview this Saturday's Remsen Stakes that will be December 2nd at Aqueduct, worth a total of 10 points with 5 going to the winner. By the way, be sure to give a look at some of my previous Kentucky Derby contender videos. I'm profiling them as they come in, as they win, as they get their starts in and whatnot. So thank you for doing that. Also, thanks for joining me today. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and give that like. Those are very, very important for the algorithms and all that stuff. And what's also equally important is the comment section. And I wanted to start asking some just fun or different questions. And so this one is what part of the country runs your favorite or most important Kentucky Derby prep races? Like, say, are you a New York wise guy? Forget about it. Do you like the Florida swing or the Midwest, where the, Louisiana and Cajuns go? Or West Coast, hang it loose, brother. So, all right, let's get started. We begin with Private Desire, the Todd Pletcher trained colt sired by Constitution. He just recently ran fourth in the Nashua Stakes at our track Aqueduct on November 5th. Was not a very good outing at all. Fourth place in a 5-horse field. He broke poorly, was very erratic throughout the race, and just not a good effort at all, right? But the good news about him is he's got Todd Pletcher, and I think he'll guide him to a better effort coming this weekend. So next up, the horse that actually really looked good in this very same race, Nashua Stakes, was Twirling Candy's son, Where's Chris? So Where's Chris is trained by the New York boss, Rick Dutrow, who since being reinstated from the long 10-year suspension has been fired. The number 4 horse in this race pressed the pace early and kept the pace on and the pressure on the heavy favorite Bookham Dano. And around the turn, he sized up the leader down the stretch, and those two went at it, and he was able to outduel that favorite for the win at a hefty 19-1 price. So also in this same race, who I thought ran pretty well, was Bill Mott's Bilal, which is sired by Street Sense, rated from off the pace during the race, and really just steady Eddie, third place all the way. Turned for home. He tipped out 3 wide and made a little bit of a bid, but kind of lacked a response to close any ground. So we'll get on after that. To next up is Door Knock, trained by Danny Gargan. And this one is sired by Good Magic. If you recall, last year's Derby winner Mage was sired, same sire. And actually he is a full brother to Mage. They have the same dams. So that's kind of cool. He has a win 2 seconds in his 3 starts. This effort here in the Sapling States I found quite eye-popping. He's the number 9 horse in the Maroon Silks. You can see him around this first turn getting caught extremely wide around that first turn. And then he just turns on the jets and runs right up to the leaders. And then as they clear the old Monmouth trees here, he comes out of there with the lead and sets down in the stretch, but just doesn't have enough to hold off the number 10 Noted. So he came off a 50-day layoff from that effort to go wire to wire and decimate a field of 8 by 6.5 lengths to break that maiden. So earned a 101 Equibase speed figure. Pretty impressive colt to watch on camera. So take a look. Next up, Moonlight is a Todd Pletcher trained contender. The son of Audible recently ran second in the Grade 3 Street Sense Stakes, a little classier. It was a good closing effort in a wet, sloppy condition, splashing around there to finish up behind Liberal Arts. So I don't know if if some horses don't like that water and mud splashed on them, some do. So maybe the change if we get a fast track. I haven't checked the weather yet, but if the track is dry, might make a difference. So next, Gary Capuano trains Copper Tax, sired by Copper Bullet, has been on fire to start his young career. He finished second in his first effort way back in June and has not lost a race since. He recently wins the James Lewis Stakes at Laurel Park on November 11th, going 6 furlongs on the dirt, and I think that made it 5 in a row. So bit of a wild race for him because he breaks dead last from the inside there, runs into all kinds of traffic. And if you see him coming around the stretch, it gets really crazy because he is like just circled by every horse in the race basically, and has to somehow find some room. And he does a little juking and jiving between horses. Good job by the jockey there to thread the needle, and then gets up by a neck to win the race. So, but he has run most of his races like 6 furlongs, 5 furlongs sprint type distance, with his longest being a mile. So, but the way he closes, doesn't seem like he would mind the stretch out very much to a mile and an eighth. So maybe that's the case. All right. So last up for my contenders is going to be Chad Brown's Sierra Leone, son of Gunrunner, ding ding, recently broke his maiden on November 4th at Aqueduct, going a mile on the dirt. Was a very nice debut in stalking fashion. He did bobble a bit at the start, but he managed to recover from that just fine. Stalks the pace, then goes 5 wide into the turn, down the stretch, hits the gas pedal and blows by the field to get the win. And I really liked how fast he looked on the Aqueduct surface late in the race. So definitely on my radar now. So that'll do it for this week's preview for the Remsen. Be on the lookout for more content down the pike. And till next time, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.